Thank you, Leanna Dalton, for this challenge on what karma means to me. So I'm going to be doing a makeup look. I've already got on my color corrector, which I decided I was going to use the LA Colors Blush Up Nude Glow, which is a peach, which is very similar to the e.l.f. Camo. I've already put that under my eyes, except for this one, I have concealer. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on the side of just one side of my face. I've got my color corrector on as well. So I've got the Peach Corrector, LA Colors. This is a blush and lip color right here. I have had it. I don't like it as a blush, but I thought, I bet I could use this as a color corrector. And then I put my eye primer on. I did do color correcting right here, but that's it. I put on my skincare, my serum, and my hyaluronic acid over my face and plumped up the areas that need plumping up. But I'm going to go in with this Super Stay 24-hour Maybelline that just came out at the beginning of the year. And that's what I am going to use just on one side of my face right now. And I'm going to do the eye look. I am doing the powder and I'm not doing the liquid because one of the people in my comment section of my channel said that they had a really hard time putting on liquid foundation. They didn't like the way it looked, and I said, well, why don't you try using powder? I'm doing this video for her. I'm using the Laura Geller Kabuki brush, which I've had for 2 years now. 1 year, 2 years, I can't remember, but it's been a while that I've been using it. And I'm putting this foundation on my face with the Kabuki brush, going in the corners of my nose. And I like to put a nice layer on. Now, I think that this foundation is lovely. I've used it a couple of times. I'm not going under here. I'm not powdering under here with the foundation. And I feel that it's lovely. I really, really like it. And it's fast. Okay? Just one side for now. Now, the colors that I'm going to use for this Karma challenge, and as the video goes on, I will explain to you what karma means to me. I am going to use these three colors right here. Now, this palette, this Zodiac BH Cosmetics palette, has been discontinued, but I found mine on eBay. You might be able to find it. I love this palette so much, and I've not used it enough. I'm going to be using these three colors right here. Maybe some of these. But I'm going to tell you what these colors are so that you can understand why. So we have Leo, Cancer, and Gemini. We have Leo, Cancer, and Gemini. I'm a Leo. My mother was a Cancer. My daughter and my older sister are Geminis. I have other siblings, but I'm not going to use all the colors. So, karma. Family? Possibly. I'm going to start with the Leo color because that's me. And I just think it's amazing the color that it is because that I gravitate towards that color a lot. And I'm going to take one of my brushes that I got from the Real Techniques, the wand. And I'm going to brush that, it is a shimmer, over my lid. Over my whole lid. I'm telling you. I've only used this palette a handful of times, probably 2. And I just adore the application of these colors is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that. It's gorgeous. And then I'm going to save that brush, and I'm going to go back in with with a fluffier brush, and I'm going to take this Gemini silver, and I'm going to go under my eyebrow with the silver. Now, I was going to use this on my lid, but I'm not going to. I'm making a cosmic look here. Went to a healer. And it was audio taped. My origin, take it as you want, up there, we all originated up there. There was a lot of cosmic energy in the audio. So I'm making a cosmic look. It's not much different, but when you turn, you can see that there's like a rose, pinky, and then a silver. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this fluffy brush again, and I'm going to go into the Cancer. And that's what I'm going to put in my crease. Starting from the outside, right here. These are all shimmers. I want it this way. I'm going to take that same color. This is my typical makeup routine. And I'm going to drag it underneath. And I'm going to go pretty far over. I'm also going to bring it up because I'm going to blend that in. See? I'm not going to use this as an eyeliner because I'm putting on eyeliner today. So what does this represent? My family, karmically, and the lessons that I've learned being part of the family that I believe God and I together made the decision before I was a person, I was a soul, that I was going to come down into this family and live and have my own family that would also teach me the karmic lessons that I needed to have in this lifetime. So I am going to come back with the finished look, and then we are going to move into the explanation that I have of karma. Be back. Okay, everybody, this is my look for the makeup challenge with Leanna Dalton on what karma means to me. I'll tell you what I finished up with today. I used the Luxilla magnetic eyelashes and eyeliner kit that I ordered about a year ago. Now, that's what I have on for eyelashes. I'll get in close and I'll look up. One thing that I couldn't use was the eyeliner in this particular eyelash kit. I can use the eyelashes, but I use the Kiss eyeliner from the video that I put up a few videos back. It works. If you just purchase magnetic lashes, it's best to get the whole kit with the eyeliner too. But if your eyeliner runs out, you can order that and keep your lashes. I just take a Q-tip and I clean them off. I did put a little bit of mascara on them, but not much. And I used the Covergirl blush that I used in the Covergirl video, which I will link up here. And I used the Wet n Wild, let me put my glasses on now that you've seen the look, 504A Pink Ice for my lipstick. So I chose these colors because of my family, my incarnation into my family, which is part of my journey, my karmic path, my meditations that have allowed me to see where I came from, the cosmos. And I believe that these colors reflect that while I was floating around up there deciding where I was going to go. And as far as karma goes, just make a mental check every day at the end of the day when you go to bed and think about the things you said, the things you did, the ways you behaved, even your thoughts. And send it out mentally, telepathically, that you're going to try to do better the next day and that you are sorry for mistakes that you made, and ask for blessings to make it right. That's all you can do. And may karma always be on your side. So, if you stick around, you go into the next portion of this video where I explain what I believe karma is and what karma means to me. And I hope you really enjoyed this video, and I will link the challenge in the description box as well as the products that I use. And by the way, I used the center color, which is white with gold flecks. I used that in the corner of my eye, and I also used it as a highlighter in different parts of my face. I will see you on the other side of this video. Folks, I came back on. I kept the card where I got the BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette by BH Cosmetics. Cutie and Beanie on eBay. And it says, visit facebook.me Cutie and Beanie to see all of our products of BH Cosmetics, eyeshadows, highlights, blush, contour, and a lot more. So it sounds to me like they have a lot of BH Cosmetics. So check them out on Facebook, Cutie and Beanie, and ask. There's no harm in asking. Okay, bye-bye. Greetings, everybody, from the woodlands. The question is, what does karma mean for you? And I will show you what karma means for me. Well, when I was younger, growing up, my mom was still alive. And I remember going back all the way till I was, let's say, I probably can remember farther back. But when I really started to pay attention, I was about 10 years old. And I remember my mother saying, either when she was talking on the phone, see my cowlick? Sorry, I'm not lying when I say I have cowlicks. I have to train that down, and I haven't done my hair yet, which is going to be another video for you guys that want to see how I do my hair only. Anyhow, getting back to my mother, she would say to a friend that she was talking to, or to my aunt, or to my sister, or whomever, what goes around comes around. And she typically said that when we were facing a situation that was uncomfortable. And as I got older, I would say that what goes around comes around, because I attributed it to the negative. Somebody does something bad to you, you wait. Karma. It's going to come around for them. That action will come around and be done to them. And then they will see. Hopefully, not everybody does. I don't know about you, but I have known people that keep repeating the same pattern over and over again. They don't believe in karma, and stuff keeps on happening to them. Because it's a way of the universe and God, all connected, to let us know that what we put out there will come back. But there's another side to karma, and that is the positive side, which is what I would like to focus on. Now, the other thing that my mother used to say, which is very similar, every dog has their day. And in other words, if somebody's going to dog you out, that dog will have their day. And then she used to add, I only hope that I live long enough to see it. Well, have you seen karma come full circle in somebody's life? Perhaps something that has been done to you that is not very good, and then you see it come back around for them. I have. Of course, I never said, point the finger at that person and said, karma. That's not right. But a little nod lets them know you're thinking of them, you're understanding them, but you also understand the energy of that moment. And it's really hard, at least it's been for me, to not go, yes, because I do not think that that is good karma. Good karma is when we see the evidence of negative or positive coming full circle, and we're allowing it to happen, whether it's to us or to somebody else that we know. And understanding that all of this is because of energy. It's because of the energy that's being put out, negative or positive. And it's because of the energy that we're feeling at that moment. It's all connected. You cannot unconnect it. You know that song? All my life's a circle, sunrise and sundown. The moon rolls through the nighttime till the daylight comes around. All my life's a circle, and I can tell you why. The season's rolling around again, and I'm on I can't remember the words. The season's coming around again, and I keep a rolling by. Something like that. Do you remember that song? And I can't remember if it was Cat Stevens. I can't remember who sang it. But I always felt a connection to that song. That life is a circle. It's a series of events that we travel through, we journey through, and we learn lessons. Now, some of us believe in past lives. Now, let me just clear up some misconceptions about past lives. It's usually attached to reincarnation. But you don't have to even believe in reincarnation. Have you ever met somebody and you feel beyond a shadow of a doubt that you know that person, like you've known them your whole life, that maybe you've seen them before, somewhere, but you have a connection? Or here's another one. You have an experience in your life that you have a sense is being healed. I'll give you an example. I had issues with my father. He was a good man. But I was afraid of him because he yelled a lot. And he was very, strong and militant at times. And, of course, when you're growing up, wait till your father gets home, that kind of thing. So I had this fear. And my father passed away when I was 19. So I really didn't have the opportunity to know him as an adult. That might have changed. But I made a vow that I was never going to marry someone that was similar to my dad. And every time I encountered a man that was similar to my dad, oh, that was it. I don't want any part of you. I don't even want to be around you. And I would run in the other direction. My dad, I wouldn't consider him abusive. He never laid a hand on me. But he was so strong and stern at times and yelled very loudly. And, perhaps when I was younger, I saw him with my older siblings. I was afraid of him. So I didn't want to even, blink. Well, I made peace with him now that he's in the afterlife and he's transitioned over. Spiritually, I made peace with him. But I didn't do that until after my first husband passed away, completely gentle soul. Completely. And I got remarried to someone who is very strong. And I'm not saying this to be negative. Okay, this is his personality. Totally separate from my first husband, and it should be. It should be. There's no comparisons here. But a lot of the ways that he behaves reminds me of my dad. And I bucked it every step of the way, the first at least 15 years of marriage. Not a good thing. Because I felt like, in a karmic sense, I was healing lives from the past that are now presenting themselves in my present. I avoided it. I avoided it with all costs. And I could have left that situation, this situation. And I decided I was going to grow from it. And grow I have. And am still growing to this very day. And I've learned that not every situation such as my dad getting upset. Not every situation having to deal with it in the present moment has to do with me. It has to do with that soul. And that situation has brought me into who I really am and have been in past lives that have brought me to this moment. Because I deal with anger, people bucking me, people disagreeing with me, so much better than I ever have in my life. And I attribute this to the karmic journey since before my soul incarnated. I mean, really, when you think about it, does God just say, okay, as a floating soul here, boom, we're going to put it in that living being? Or does the soul have a choice? Does the soul have a choice to say, now, wait a minute, I've been through, let's see, 150 lifetimes and, things aren't changing. I'm going to change myself because that family right there, I want to live with. And I want to learn the lessons that I need to learn in that lifetime to take care of all these. And when we accept this journey, and we are given a challenge and a task, and we have awakened our soul to that beautiful experience, albeit difficult, depressing, challenging, but we go through it to the other side with a sense of, I'm not going to let this beat me down. I'm going to learn from this. This is going to make me better. And we come out the other side. We can see the reason for it. Now, I'm still married. Much of my marriage has changed. Not just because I've changed, but because my partner has too. And if I left that situation, that wouldn't happen. Now, I am speaking personally for me. I am not speaking personally for you. You know your situation. You know your karmic journey. You know what you need to do for you. And I will never give you advice on that. Never. I'm only speaking for myself. I will not tolerate abuse. And even when a person gets nasty, even when somebody gets peeved and they take it out on you, you know your worth. If they're taking it out on you verbally, you know your worth. And the reason that you know your worth is because you've decided in this karmic journey that you're not going to give that any space in your head. You can turn around, you can smile, you can giggle without them hearing. You can go about your business because you know your worth. And if anything in this karmic journey, knowing your worth, knowing your value, knowing your place on this planet as a divine soul is tantamount to what goes around comes around. Because that is why you're here. So we all have a karmic path. Now, I'm also a firm believer in that the positive sense in what we expend, what energy we expend, we will get that back. It may not be from who we spend the energy to, but in other ways we will get that back. I don't believe that we're going to live long enough to see everything, but we'll see some things. So, to wrap this up before I put on some makeup, karma is an energy exchange. Whatever energy we put out will be the energy we get back at some point in time. If we've said something to somebody that is derogatory, that may come back to us. Now, sometimes they're mistakes. Sometimes it's just a mistake. The universe understands this. Okay? It is all about intention and motive. Good intentions versus poor intentions. Which is why it is not in your best interest to want someone to receive bad karma because of something they might have done that hurt you. Let it go. Let that energy go and let it be taken care of appropriately by a power that is much greater than you. So that is my message on karma today. Thank you, Leanna, for including all of us in your challenge.